What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be replacing this filter dryer in this Carrier system. A couple years ago this customer had this compressor replaced. Filter dryer was never replaced. System hasn't been acting right since. So we got a restriction in that filter dryer. So right now I'm going to pump this refrigerant back, get up in the attic, and this might be the last day that I'm an HVAC tech. Let's get started. First thing I want to do is I'm going to pump down I'm going to shut down this high side as fast as I can. Kind of not all the way, because I want to be able to take this one all the way down. And that way when it gets low enough, what I'll be able to do, since the disconnect is on the other side of this fence, I'm just going to pull the low voltage while I'm pushing in this contactor. So we'll get this pretty close to down, right? We'll close the high side all the way. Of course. So that should have been pumping. Yes. All right, so just be careful. I just got the contactor pushed in. We're going to get this thing way down. The low side's going down pretty quickly, but the high side, you know, once they equalize, then we're going to be in better shape. There's our sound we like to hear. So boom. We got it down to about 10 psi, so I'm good with that. Same over here, we'll just make sure it's closed. And now what we can do, we can go crawl up in the attic, cut that dryer out, and get started. All right, so we made it all the way across the attic. Fortunately, we got a bunch of icing in here, so it's not as miserable as it could be. But you know what? Could you imagine lugging some torches up here, doing all that crap? Well, today we're scratching that and we're pressing, baby. So when I condemned that compressor a couple years ago, the customer ended up going with another company, but they've had multiple issues since. One of the things I noticed is this was never replaced, and now that's causing issues for this system. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and clean it up, cut it out, and press this bad boy in. we want to go ahead and deburr the copper, and then we're going to also chamfer around the edge. That way we get a good chamfer around the copper. That way when we slide that copper into the filter dryer and that fitting, we're nice, tight, and secure. So I want to give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor, Free to Grow. I'm going to need you guys to give this number a call right here. I want to hear the recordings. I want you to play with the AI and let me know what you think. As you know, if you've been rocking with this channel for a little bit, Free to Grow is an AI voice answering system. If you're a business owner with 3 or more technicians, you know it can be a hassle juggling phone calls, managing technicians, managing jobs, estimates, everything like that. That's where Free to Grow comes into play. It's a no-brainer at that point. A key feature with Free to Grow is it integrates seamlessly in with any of the CRMs that you're using, such as Field Pulse, Service Titan, House Call Pro. One of the major benefits is being able to personalize a script that the AI will follow to a T. That way when the customers call in, they get the same experience every single time. It's able to schedule a customer right then and there. That way you're not losing a chance to get a new lead, a new job, or an opportunity out in the field. Another big thing about Free to Grow is that it is a flat monthly rate. You're not gonna pay any overage charges or anything like that where you know it's gonna ruin the budget that you have for the month. So again, if you guys could, give this number a call. I wanna hear the recordings. I think it's great. Interact with the AI and set up a demo. Now let's get on with this repair. All right, so thankfully this is just 3/8, right? So I'm gonna kind of make sure to kind of bend this down and out. That way when I do it, the shavings don't go back inside, because obviously we don't want that. It would kind of defeat the purpose, right? So just kind of gently maneuver your copper around. I'm gonna take my cone end first. Again, down. We're gonna start from the inside. You can see those shavings coming out. Now we're gonna take our other end and just chamfer around that bad boy. This one will be a lot easier since it's already down. Now we'll go ahead. Sure there's no scratches. You can feel there's some little imperfections on there. You want it nice and smooth. Now we can bend this kind of back where she was. We got our depth gauge and we got our marker, okay? So we're just gonna go ahead for our 3/8 there, right? We're gonna go on. We just wanna put a nice little line there, okay? We'll know exactly where to stop on that. All right. Let's be sure we do the same thing here on our filter dryer. Mark it accordingly, okay? So I'm gonna start by pressing this piece on here. I like to give it a nice little twistity twist, right till we get down to that line there, okay? And then I'm gonna do the same thing here. And what I like about these streamlined fittings is they are like super lubricated. So you don't feel like you're gonna damage that O-ring when you're putting it in. But I like to still just kind of go real gentle on it. Okay. All right. And now, as simple as pressing a button. There's our line, beautiful. Our line is there. We're gonna do the same thing. Press. All right. That's not easy, Papa. Now, time. Now we'll just do our filter dry. Right on that linety line. And that's it. That sure as hell beats bringing a whole freaking set of torches all the way across this attic. It beats flowing nitrogen, worrying about heating up that TXV. Realistically, I mean, that's a couple minute change out of a filter dryer. We can go throw nitrogen on this just to make sure it is holding pressure. And that's it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this portion of the job up. Just gotta go evacuate it and we'll be good to go. All right, so yeah, I didn't quit HVAC at 35. I just quit brazing on this one. Lugging them damn torches across that attic would have been a pain in the ass than having to flow nitrogen. It just, you know, for this one, pressing takes the win, simply put. And if it makes me a quitter, I'll wear that badge. Pressing has its place. It's not gonna eliminate brazing whatsoever, but if you can eliminate brazing, why not do it? I personally feel in this exact scenario, it was perfect, especially on installs. My game plan here is to eliminate the brazing as much as possible, especially getting close to that TXV. Don't want to risk those sensors that are in the A2L systems now, the TXVs, the bulbs, the EEVs, anything like that. And this is just a safer, viable option. So let me know what y'all think. If you press, you plan on pressing, or what you think the future of pressing is going to be. But with that being said, if y'all could, smash the like button, consider subscribing. All my subscribers, y'all already know. I appreciate y'all. And I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Later.